They vowed at the altar to trust God no matter what, then, no matter what, showed up with handcuffs, prison walls, and an empty hospital bed. Marcus and Sophia Reynolds stood at the altar, hands held tightly, tears shining in their eyes as they made a covenant before God. "Lord," Marcus whispered, "let our marriage be a testimony of your faithfulness." Sophia smiled softly. "No matter what comes, we will trust you." They meant every word, but they had no idea how quickly those words would be tested. Less than a year later, everything fell apart. Marcus, a respected project manager, was suddenly accused of embezzlement by his own boss, Mr. Harrington, a powerful man hiding years of corruption. Marcus tried to defend himself, but the truth was buried under carefully crafted lies. In a single night, everything disappeared: his job, their savings, their dream. Then came the knock on the door. Marcus was arrested. Sophia stood frozen as they took her husband away, her hands trembling over her 8-month pregnant belly. That night, she didn't sleep. The next night was no different. With nowhere to go, she found herself sitting on a cold bench at the police station, whispering through tears, "Father, you see this. You know the truth. Fight for my husband, please." Days later, she gave birth alone. No husband beside her. No comforting voice. Just silence, and the cry of her newborn son. Tears streamed down her face as she held him close. "Caleb," she whispered, "you will grow up knowing that God never fails." In prison, Marcus was breaking. The man who once built dreams now sat behind bars, betrayed and forgotten. Even the lawyer he trusted had been bought over. Every door was closed against him. One night, sitting on the cold floor of his cell, he buried his face in his hands. For a moment, he almost gave up. But with the last strength left in him, he dropped to his knees. "Lord, if this is my wilderness, don't leave me empty. Strengthen me. I still choose you." And something changed, not around him, but within him. From that night, Marcus became different. He began to pray, to encourage others, to lift broken men around him. The prison didn't destroy him, it refined him. Outside those walls, Sophia was fighting too. With baby Caleb wrapped against her chest, she began sharing their story. No filters. No pretending. Just truth and faith. "My husband is innocent," she declared, her voice steady. "And I believe God will prove it." At first, only a few people listened. Then hundreds. Then thousands. Then millions. Prayers poured in from everywhere. Then one day, a lawyer, attorney Michelle Grant, came across her video. Something about it stirred her deeply. She reached out and said, "I'm taking your case. You won't pay me anything." From that moment, things began to turn around. Long nights uncovered hidden records. A former employee stepped forward. The truth that had been buried slowly came into the light. Finally, the day of judgment arrived. The courtroom was silent. Sophia sat still, holding Caleb tightly, her heart racing. Marcus stood, waiting, praying, believing. Then the judge spoke. After reviewing all evidence, the room held its breath. "All charges are dismissed. Marcus Reynolds, you are free." Time seemed to stand still. Then everything broke open. Sophia burst into tears. Marcus turned and ran into her arms. Right there in the courtroom, they held each other and cried, not because the storm never came, but because God brought them through it. 1 year later, they stood in front of their home, restored, stronger, and unshaken. Marcus lifted Caleb high and said, "Son, there will be moments when life doesn't make sense, when people betray you, when everything falls apart. In those moments, don't run from God, run to Him." Sophia looked on, her heart full. "Our pain didn't destroy us," she said quietly. "It revealed God's power. And now, their story lives on. So if you're watching this, and your life feels heavy, if you've cried in silence, if you've prayed and it feels like heaven is quiet, hear this clearly. God sees you. He has not forgotten you. The same God who stepped into their darkness is still working in yours. Hold on when it's hard. Trust Him when it doesn't make sense. Stand firm even when everything around you is shaking, because your story is not over. And one day, you will look back and realize God was writing something greater all along. If this story has touched something deep within you, don't scroll past it. Let it remind you. Let it strengthen you. Let it awaken your faith again. Type Amen not just as a comment, but as a declaration that you still believe. Share this with someone who is close to giving up. And stay connected to Whispers of Life by Nagorom, because your next breakthrough might begin with the very next story you hear. This is not your ending. This is your turning point. God bless you. The best is still ahead. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.